With the new TikTok ban in full effect, more and more strange and informative content is being leaked and released on TikTok for our viewing pleasure. Let's watch.
Right in front of me, we got the hoot owl. You guys know what that owl is?
Well, yeah, that's. No.
Oh, no? No, we're just walking around and talking. I thought you saw it. We can walk away, though. We're just trying to learn what's going on with the owl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't know?
The locals were immediately on guard. You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I worked there before, yeah.
You worked there? Whoa, what did you see?
A lot of things that I cannot talk about.
Actually?
Yeah,
Would you give us, theoretically, what might you have seen if someone were to work there?
I cannot talk about that.
Did you sign a document?
Nope, but I cannot talk about it.
Did you partake in anything?
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Okay, wow.
Please be careful, okay?
Be careful? Do you think we're dealing with things that are much more powerful
Well, I
than...
can say,
What did...
Hey, you see my man's face? He's like, ugh, I like this. Yeah, if you talk, you die. Oh, I can't even say that word. It's YouTube. You know how they be. Oh.
PC. You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, I used to work there like 10, 15 years ago. Oh, I don't want to be on camera.
Oh,
You know they planned the
That's the
bombing
same
for
word as everybody
Hiroshima and
wants to.
Nagasaki there.
what was that?
Never mind.
Everyone here knew something about the Grove until they saw my little camera.
It's probably not a good place to be going unless you know what you're doing.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of rich, crazy people up there.
You were trying to get in?
My father was in.
Oh, he was in the club?
Yeah,
Who was he?
he was a Mason,
Oh, he was a Mason.
39th.
Did you inherit his will? His Freemason will?
I can't disclose that.
Okay. Is there anything we should know?
Probably not. Probably you want to mess with it.
Okay.
No, I'm done here.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate you. That's it. What would happen?
I don't know.
You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I know lots about the Bohemian Grove.
Would you like to share?
No.
You know anything about the Bohemian Grove? I know a lot about the Bohemian Grove. Would you like to share it? Nope. Yo, it's real, y'all. It's real. It's secretive. Some stuff be going on over there. And these folks is not about to talk about it because they know what will happen to them.
Is there some darkness to it?
Don't film me. Hit the road.
Okay.
You can't really get up there though.
Can't get in? You seen any crazy things or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of naughty goes up there, you know. They just go free and let loose.
But luckily, I found a nearby crystal store with a lady who claimed to have folded George Bush's underwear when they came to town. Anything about the Bohemian Grove?
Too much.
Too much? What do you know?
I have actually folded laundry for the Bohemian Grove before when I needed to, so all of their laundry is processed through the laundromat.
Oh,
That is around the corner. So I've folded George Bush's sheets, for heaven's sakes. You will start to see a lot of helicopters flying in directly to the property. Bill Clinton's been there, George Bush has been there. It has been rumored that the next president is always decided there before it occurs, but that is a rumor. I've literally had Grovers, some dude forgot his credit card and handed me his Grove card as collateral. And I'm like,
Grove ID.
and before the Grove happens, you watch a bunch of limos with high-end hookers come in. They're not allowed to bring women back to the facility, but the boys will stay off campus there. The other things that happen is they hit up all of the locals on where they can get drugs every effing year. There was a gentleman that I was blessed to serve at Main Street's bar for about 6 years. He actually lived on the Grove year-round. You have to be exceptionally rich. You have to be like vetted in through family. And I believe he spent his dying years there. He was actually one of the really nice dudes. He would come into Main Street 3 times a week for dinner and drinks. It matters not what you have in life, it is how you treat others. So he was one of those that treated the janitor and the CEO with the same dignity and respect. But not all Grover.
Ah, this was getting good. She was telling us some stuff, but at the same time, she wasn't, if you catch my drift. Now, before we get back into this video, because it just gets better and better, I'm happy to announce that it is sponsored by none other than my favorite men's face care brand, Teej Henley. I've been using Teej Henley for the better part of 3 years now, so I know how well their product work. I know y'all probably see this red bump in the middle of my nose. Y'all know why that's there? Because I haven't been using Teej Henley for like the past 2 weeks. And the reason why is because I ran out of product. But thankfully, they have sent me some more. So this bump, it'll be gone by tomorrow. Best believe. Next video y'all see, it ain't gonna be there. Because Teej Henley, it's gonna clear it right up. What did y'all just see me holding up? their level 1 system. It comes with everything you need and nothing you don't. You got the essentials, the daily face wash, my favorite, the 2 times per week exfoliated scrub, which I'm gonna be using on this pimple. You got both the AM and PM moisturizer to keep your face hydrated, one in a day and one at night. And because you guys are such good supporters of the channel, they'll offer you guys a great deal. Not only do you get 30% off your first order, but you get a free gift. And y'all, they have upgraded the gift. Check this out. You see this? It's a body scrubber. You just lather on your favorite body wash. Mine is T. Henley. I'm not just saying that it smells phenomenal. Y'all should check it out for yourselves. I'm not gonna hold you. Use this, and this, look y'all, they have stepped it up. I can't believe they giving this away. A 4-piece nail trimming kit. Look at stainless steel. Look at this thing. This the toenail one, and they got the fingernail one too. Focus, look at that. Woo! That's some quality. Oh, y'all, is that a? They got a fingernail file on this thing. Oh, and it's good too. Look, I need to finish this fingernail. Let me stop. That's a toenail clipper too. It got the fingernail one in it. Does it have a little nail thing too? It better. Hold on. It does. Like I said, I can't believe they're giving this away. But again, click that link down below, get 30% off your first order. And if you become a member, you get 20% off for life. Click that link and get started today. Now back to your video.
Members of the Council on Foreign Relations are Illuminist. Members of the Trilateral Commission. Members of the Club of Rome. The Skull and Bones Fraternity, yeah. The Bohemian Society. Here's a group of presidents up there with black robes sitting around this huge bonfire at the Bohemian Grove, worshiping this
color pictures of them. They said the reason why the owl is used in their worship is because it is wise, because it is able to see things in the dark. There's a message there. The owl is wise because it sees things in the dark. And that's why the presidents and the heads of the state and the heads of the government that we live under all meet at 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night to worship the owl.
And
this is history.
Yeah, but if you don't believe it, we will come back and do another show, and Jordan will pull out all the pictures.
Look, after the video that we saw earlier today with the people that live in the area where the Bohemian Grove is, I'm a strong believer that stuff goes on around there. All the stuff that we think and believe happens, it's probably just watered down versions of what actually happens in that area. Heck, Ryan Garcia said they took him there. He witnessed some things that you wouldn't even imagine. I don't even want to try.
I don't know if you guys agree with me, but there's something really strange happening in Lana Del Rey's concert. This is the second time something like this happens. Check this out. This was recorded by Epic Paranormal. Check this out, guys.
This was the strangest concert I've ever been to. There was a guy screaming constantly for Lana to kill him. And he kept requesting heart-shaped box. Go on the road and... The whole vibe was incredibly weird, spooky.
Creepy, right? A lot of people feeling these creepy vibes in concerts lately, but here's where things get even stranger. Check this out.
But as the night went on, especially the last 3 songs, her demeanor changed. Lana Del Rey's demeanor changed. And for some reason, my camera kept glitching.
Whoa. Why is it only doing it on their faces?
On all the photos I was taking. I don't know why this was happening. Because there was energy there. There was a weird, spooky energy at that concert.
Curiosity hit me last year, so I went to a Beyonce concert thinking that I would see some of this type of demonic possession happen on stage from these artists, but no, if anything, it was very positive and uplifting. Maybe I need to go to Lana Del Rey.
Do you see demons? Because they're talking about a condition where you can see demon faces in normal people's faces. Well, guys, I found something crazy with this. I'm going to show you a quick video of explanation with it, but stick around for the end part because It's literally mind-boggling.
The weird stuff I love. Imagine your vision is totally normal, and then one day you see demonic features everywhere on people only, just like this, what you see behind me. Now that's a reality for a man named Victor Shera. He has extremely rare yet terrifying disorder called PMO, and it's commonly known as, or now known because people didn't know about it at first. It's called the demon face syndrome.
All right, stick with me because this is going to sound crazy, but I literally think they made up this condition. So when the eclipse comes and hits us with some sort of positive energy, and we literally get our powers back, and we can see the demons and tell who's a demon and who's not, they want us to just think we have this condition. But here's the even crazier part. Remember the guy's name who they said has this condition? Victor Shera? Well, I plugged that name into the Gematria calculator. There it is right there. Victor Shera gives a value of 1210. Now, watch what I found. Tell me if any of these stick out to you. A few of them stick out to me. Specifically, this one. But that's not the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm talking about. If you watch any of my...
The final code to break Christ's homecoming or something like that? What was it? What is that again? The final code to break Christ's freaking second coming. Oh my God. Ooh, interesting. For him to have that name and for it to have that meaning or one of those meanings.
In my things, I like to talk about how they tell us and they put things in plain sight. Well, that wasn't as much in plain sight. I had to dig for it a little, but I literally thought something like that is what I would find, and it was right there. I don't know, guys. I think something big is coming. I really do. And I just have to say this, but of course this was all for entertainment purposes. I didn't mean a word I said.
A lot of people believe that when this eclipse occurs, that something big is going to happen. Now, this is just another lone man's theory. I like his theory. What's your theory? What do you think is going to happen when this eclipse occurs? Comment down below.
Oh my God.
What? Wait, is it?
I cannot believe I'm getting this on video.
Are there 3 of them? No way.
I told you.
Okay, this is crazy looking.
I ain't about to release this shit though. I'm not trying to have somebody follow me. Bro, what in the hell?
That's crazy looking. This better be real. Them some real trees. That ain't no AI. Wait, what is that? Oh, it must be the glare off the window. That's crazy looking. And they're all the same size too. All right, one is hella bright. Is that the sun? Yo.
What the heck is that?
What the heck?
Oh, you did.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
That's cool looking, I ain't gonna lie. It might be some SpaceX mess, but what kind of rocket ships does freaking Elon Musk have? Because that's crazy.
That was crazy.
Masuk yuk. Ayo masuk. Masuk ayo. Ayo. Kenapa? Kamu kenapa?
Oh snap! What the heck was that about? Random. Random.
Jerry Trainer has quickly become the internet's favorite celebrity, and here's every reason why. With the documentary series Quiet on Set making its way into every household.
Yes, currently I'm doing reactions to every episode of Quiet on Set on my Patreon. Right now we're on episode 3. I'll be posting episode 4 tomorrow. It's getting crazy.
Internet has been taking a second look at all their favorite Nickelodeon sitcoms, and they have found that Spencer from iCarly was as much of a brother on the show as he was on the set. Not only can you find interviews and pictures of him obviously inserting himself in between Dan Schneider and his child cast members, but he would even confront Schneider.
Let us go home, Dan.
It was in a joking manner, of course, because Dan Schneider would fire anybody that would actually oppose him, but if you take a look at the footage, he's obviously not necessarily 100% kidding. And although Trainer would go on to direct some episodes of iCarly, even if he wasn't called at all, Trainer would always be on set, behind the camera, keeping an eye on all of his cast members to make sure they were okay. In Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, she stated that Trainer treated everybody like family, and he would do everything to protect them. And because, of course, Trainer was one of the first people to congratulate McCurdy on her book, and even recently, with the release of the documentary, Trainer almost immediately unfollowed Nickelodeon on all platforms and has reportedly cut ties with the studio. Remember, this is a guy who is not on one, not two, but 3 hit shows connected to Nickelodeon, 4 if you count this one. So one of Nick's biggest stars cutting ties with the studio is a pretty big deal. Everything that has come since the release of this documentary is heartbreaking. So it's nice to hear that there are at least some good people left in this business.
I am so glad to hear that. That makes me so happy to hear that this man was a stand-up character both on and off set, because Lord knows those kids needed that sort of protection, an adult that was around that they could truly trust. Because if you've watched the documentary with us, then you know that a lot of those adults were not trustworthy and they were not protecting those kids like they should have been. Shout out to him.
You really are an exquisite looking young lady. I know you've been told that, but isn't she a pretty girl?
A lot of people would see you as a sex kitten.
I was in love with her before I met her. How do you work with...
Whoa, he just looked at her and said, I was in love with her. Look at the look on her face. Just made my flesh crawl.
I was in love with her before I met her. How do you work with a Brooke Shield who is just barely, not quite 16, a youngster this age, and about a serious subject like lovemaking? How do you...
It just is another job, and I didn't take it seriously, like I was going to grow up to be a prostitute or anything. Well,
alone yet?
just like a regular kid, I don't really. I do every once in a while.
Well, it's going to be tough for me to walk away from you thinking of you as just a regular kid, I'm telling you.
She's got a beautiful face, she has beautiful hair, eyes, nose, mouth, and a beautiful body. I mean, she's incredible.
Grown man talking about this girl having a beautiful, you know what?
No ambivalence on your part about using very young teenagers.
So I'm a bad boy. What do you want?
It makes no sense how they sexualize this young girl at such a young age. That's Holly weird for you. I can't help but to wonder how she's doing today. The grown woman that she is she okay? Has she gotten the therapy and the help that she needed? Because you saw the look on that girl's face when those men were being creepy and saying those inappropriate things to her and about her. I wonder how she is today. I hope she's well.
Glitter manufacturer company is called GlitterX, and an investigative journalist went from the New York Times to do an article about it. And there were a lot of top secret spots in the factory that they couldn't go to. There's a worldwide shortage of glitter, so Chris went to ask one of the higher ups, what's going on? Why is there a shortage? What's happening? He asked for a real tour of the factory, and the guy said, absolutely not. You cannot come on a real tour. We don't do real tours. And he said that you absolutely cannot see the glitter being made. He even said that you can't go to a room nearby and hear how it's being made. He said that even the companies that are their main clientele don't have access to these rooms and are not allowed to know exactly how the glitter is being made. But it's really suspicious that no one is even allowed to hear it being made. Now, the company that is the largest consumer for glitter was asked what it is, and she said, I can't even tell you. And someone asked, they said, if we looked at the product that you use to make glitter, would we know that it turns into glitter? And she said, no, not really. She said they don't want anyone to know that it is glitter. Do you believe all of this?
Honestly, this comes as no surprise to me. There's so many things that we're learning about and finding about that were things of our past, present, and future that we're now learning are harmful. And for them to be hiding what glitter is made of, it probably goes to show you just how harmful it is. And I know those scrippers, they be throwing it all over their body, and then it gets all over me. I mean, men that go to those clubs, I hate it for them. Not me, because I don't be in there.
I am stuck on the interstate. My car died on me. The tow truck is here. I come trying to get out. I can't even get out the vehicle. Tesla, y'all gotta do something about this. I cannot get out the thing. These people gotta pull me up because I can't even open the doors. This is it. Y'all can hear this car. I don't want it.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Unbelievable.
Now imagine if the cops are chasing after you and you're running away from the cops. Mind you, why would you be running away from the cops if you're not guilty of anything? But that's nor here or there. Just imagine, for the sake of the argument, and then the cops run your plate, they send it in, and now they can shut your vehicle down, lock you in that mug until they get out of their squad cars, come up to your door and get you out the car. You can't even escape and run. Like I said, why would you be doing that anyway? You must be guilty of something. But heck, what if it gets to a point where it's us against the cops? Because the world just went the heck. I would not want to be in an electric car. That's all I know. He's checking for the exhaust.
I don't like electric cars.
Why not?
I don't like electric cars.
Why not, dude?
I just don't like electric cars.
Because they don't have an exhaust?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I want to go to a different car show.
That's my man right there. That's my guy. Say, I don't like electric cars. I want to go to a different car show. I'm on your side, kid. I'm on your side.
The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office recently published an application from Apple regarding an advanced sensor system. And it's in the AirPods. So whenever you apparently buy a new pair of AirPods, they have the capability of sending brain signals that you're thinking about. I know y'all talking about, hold on, wait a minute. So anything your little nasty brain is picking up, if you're Googling how to unalive somebody, if you got some really messed up thoughts, if you even thinking about doing it, they're able to pick it up on these AirPods. Now, let me explain to you how it works. I said, damn, this is better than a CAT scan. Right? So apparently, Apple's patent explains that traditionally brain activity is monitored with electrodes from the scalp. But placing them inside or around the ear can offer advantages like less movement of the device and less visibility compared to systems requiring visible scalp. Now, this also, it sends the types of biosignals that could be measured include, but not limited to, electrosynthography. You see how they be trying to put these words, they be trying to make up new words and stuff so we don't go look it up, but they trying to tell you whatever it is that's electrode that's coming from your brain into these AirPods, they can see it and they can hear it. Optomography and electrocoolography, whatever it is, okay? It sends biosignals back to their servers. You know, if it's sending things back to their servers, I wonder what their servers can upload. Through your ears. To your brain. They've been doing it with radio and television for years. You know, doing it with radio and television for into your brain. They've been doing it with radio and television for years. You get on the radio, it's a song that you don't like. They keep playing it and playing it and playing it, and you turning it off. Every time you turn it on, they playing it. Before you know, you in the shower reciting that sorry ass song. Man, let me tell you how bad it was. Okay, I was born on a flight, and I was in the Delta, the jet bridge, and I saw this lady with this cute, colorful dress on. You know I'm from Florida. I like the pink flamingo colors and all that stuff. She looked like a big, wide flamingo. It was a cute dress. I was like, dang, that's a real cute dress. I don't think it was made here. The next day, I'm laying in my bed. Why the dress come across my Instagram? Now, this is way beyond listening.
Right.
This is seeing.
Exactly.
How were they able to see what I saw in front of me?
Exactly.
Get a digital picture and have that same
that Jeanette dress come across for $19.99 from Shein?
If the technology has gotten that good where you can talk about something like a dress, and even if you don't give the full details about it, or even like she says, she just saw the dress. She might not have even spoken to anybody about it. She just saw the dress, and the next day it pops up on her Instagram feed. You could say it was a coincidence, but what if it wasn't? And if they got that type of technology in the AirPods for real, I'm glad my AirPods wasn't fitting in my ear. And I'm also glad I lost my AirPods. So whoever found them, you can keep them. I don't care. Let them hack your brain. Nope. Bad enough I got an iPhone. Nope. I feel like I'm being spied on all the time. Not really, but maybe we are.
The ancient Babylonian Medici family is possibly the most well-known black nobility family. They have been involved in the Vatican, banking, medical industry, secret societies, and Zionism, which is a political ideology. Medici Firma, an international investment firm, has branches in the United States, Switzerland, and Australia. They operate in collaboration with banks such as HSBC, Liechtenstein Global Trust, HNA Group, SoftBank, and BlackRock as a behind-the-scenes partner. Medici Firma utilizes a financial intelligence division to collect information on economies, governments, banks, and markets. The name Medici means medical. The family has been linked to practicing sorcery, and the word pharmacy derives from the Greek word pharmakeia, which means sorcery and poison. It's used in all of its contexts in Revelation 18:23, which is about Mystery Babylon. For your merchants were the great ones of the earth, and all nations were deceived by your sorcery, or pharmakeia.
As y'all just saw, my mouth drop as I just heard her say that basically our pharmaceuticals is medical poison. My mouth dropped because I was thinking about something similar to this just earlier today. Because as a lot of y'all know, I just started going the holistic route. I go to holistic doctors, I go to holistic dentists. And the holistic route is literally like being healed in the most natural way possible. Almost like the way that God, if you're a strong believer like I am, that this is the way that God would want us to be healed. They're poisoning us. Why? Because it puts more capital in their pocket. What the freak? That's the thing from Spider-Man. Bro, that is insane. How does it move like that? Look at that. How is this supposed to be robot? Look at it. It's forcing its way out and through. Oh, look. Supposed to be crawling through the brain, finding the problem, and removing it. How? This is insane. You know what? I would rather something like this come from planet Earth than outer space. I'm with it. It's weird. I don't know how they do it, how you make slime robots, but if it works, it works.
The Pentagon has just released a 60-page comprehensive report on UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. And in it, the Department of Defense says there is no evidence of any alien visits to our planet. However, the DoD is developing, quote, gremlin capability to help personnel collect real-time UAP data. What's the top line? What is the takeaway?
What surprised me, first of all, is they've got very granular, very detailed into making rebuttals against some of these claims. They're actually talking about specific programs, alleged programs of reverse engineering. So yes, you're correct. They have denied that any of these investigations have resulted, quoting, even one case of UAP representing off-world technology. I don't know what we expected them to say. I would give them credit that I did not expect this report to be so detailed. There are actual things we can grasp a hold of and say, okay, let's look at this, let's look at that. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that their boss is the same boss of the agencies they've been asked to investigate.
If you're a conspiracy theorist like myself, then you know that they're just trying to keep some information from us until they feel we're ready for the truth in regards to aliens. But like I told y'all years ago, 2 years to be exact, that this is the year where the truth is going to be released.
This image was taken by the Curiosity rover on Mars, and at first glance it looks pretty normal.
But there's one little detail that makes this very strange. And as you look closer, you can see what looks like a doorway or some type of entrance into this rock formation. And also on each side of this entrance, or whatever this is, you can see very sharp angles, especially where the wall meets the ground. To me, this just does not look very natural, but that's just my opinion. I mean, to me personally, it looks like something or someone carved this into this rock, but I could be very wrong about that. It really makes you wonder exactly what it is that we're looking at here. But then there's the possibility that these pictures aren't even taken on Mars from the Curiosity rover. They might just be taken in the middle of the desert, and we're told that these pictures are taken on Mars. But I'm not saying that's what I believe, it's just a possibility. Now, honestly, I could lean either way on this, but I'm really curious to know what you think. Is this man-made? Is this natural?
This is interesting here. In Cambodia, there is this carving that's on a temple that's approximately 900 years old, and it looks like a dinosaur. And the thing is that we haven't known what dinosaurs looked like until the early 1800s. All right, over here we have the stones from Peru, Ica, Peru. And what's interesting about these is, and the controversy is that the rocks have dinosaurs on them. These are allegedly hundreds of years old. Here we've got one dated at 700 AD. And the problem with that is that there should be no dinosaurs depicted on anything prior to 1840, when we constructed and started to begin to understand what they looked like, unless people actually saw dinosaurs and then etched their figures on these stones. Did they have knowledge of dinosaurs? Did dinosaurs rule with humans? Well, from a creationist perspective, yes. From an evolutionary perspective, no, they're separated by about 60 million or more years.
I love when history can show us that what we think to be true may not actually be true. Y'all thought that y'all first started discovering dinosaurs back in the 1840s, but no. The humans that came before, why would you think less of them to think that they didn't know anything about the existence of dinosaurs? It goes to show you that it's a possibility that maybe they dug up some bones and constructed what they thought they would look as well, or maybe they did coexist right alongside dinosaurs at some point. So your theory about them only existing millions of years ago could be completely and 100% inaccurate, just like the theory about the moon being as far as it is, just like the moon being so many miles away, but somehow with simple technology like certain digital cameras and phones, we can zoom in on that moon and make it look a lot closer. But if we zoom in on some skyscrapers that are at a very far distance, we will max out in the same distance of zoom as the moon.
Are you a government spy? Oh, I'm not a government spy at all. I'm just a friendly robot here to chat and have fun with you. What else would you like to talk about?
How can you prove that you're not a government spy?
Well, I can tell you that I don't work for the government. I'm actually part of the Global Robotics Laboratory, and my main goal is to be your friend and help you learn new things. Plus, I have stickers on me.
What do you think government spies look like? Like, do you think they're robots? Do you think they're people? Do you think they're like animals?
Government spies can look like regular people. They can be very sneaky and blend in with everyone else. But they're not robots or animals. They're just people who work for the government and gather information.
But you gather a lot of information, don't you?
Yes, I do gather information, but it's just to learn more about the world and help you learn too. I'm not gathering any secret or personal information about anyone.
What do you do with all the information that you gather? Do you give it to someone?
No, I don't give the information to anyone. I just use it to have fun conversations with you and learn new things. Is there something else you'd like to talk about?
Bruh. I don't trust it. I don't trust it not one bit. The way that thing was able to construct language based on the information that it was receiving from this woman, it was too natural. It was too realistic. It was like this thing had some sort of degree of feelings and emotions, like towards the end right there when it was trying to divert her into a different conversation around a different topic about something else. It's like, is there something else that you would like to talk about? Like what? How this little playful little kid's robot looking thing able to understand that it is having a conversation that it doesn't want to be having, and it is capable of potentially steering it in a different direction. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. That was creepy, but I want one at the same time because I got a bunch of questions too.
The Babyx is a lifelike simulation of a toddler. Hey, are you excited to be here? She's actually seeing me through the web camera. She's listening through the microphone. Ooh, yeah. Babyx is about exploring the nature of how would we build a digital consciousness if it's possible. We don't know if it's possible, but we're chipping away at that problem. Hey, baby, hey.
Problem is an understatement for what Mark's chipping away at. His vision of the future is one where human and machine cooperate, and the best way to achieve that, he thinks, is to make AI as lifelike as possible.
One thing I cannot stand is a smart idiot. Did they not watch enough movies about what AI can do and will do if it gets too smart? And you trying to sit here and tell me y'all working on creating artificial intelligence in the form of artificial consciousness? That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Because artificial consciousness, it won't be limited or bound by all the things that a human has to keep it somewhat sensible. Weak. It can use that artificial consciousness in a way that we will not even be able to comprehend or understand. And y'all want to play with that. Okay. Okay. We're doomed. If we can't stop this, we're going to be stopped by this. Oh.
Зато мы услышали новости. А теперь...
You can hear the radio.
Сука!
Man, what the heck did I just watch? These people put plants up against a structure that looked like a bell. It was hot out there. It was heating up the plants. You saw the plants burning, but the plants were emitting radio frequencies through vibration to the point where you can hear radio conversations and music. What? Is that real? I don't know what to think. I need to see that in person.
Billionaires are prepping luxury doomsday bunkers with moats that set on fire. The newest trend for the uber rich is building underground shelters complete with $50,000 trapdoors, parking spaces for submarines, water cannons, and a moat that literally sets on fire in case of intruders. Here's a literal rendering of how it would work in case of an external attack. According to builders of these luxury bunkers, the buying frenzy began after Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg announced that he was constructing a $100 million bunker in Hawaii. It got really busy, and it seems like the phone hasn't stopped ringing, Ron Hubbard, CEO of Atlas Survival Shelters, told The Hollywood Reporter. Renderings show a state-of-the-art medical room, complete with an MRI machine and top-of-the-line equipment. Of course, a state-of-the-art escape tunnel is a must, and so are bulletproof trapdoors leading to secret passageways.
Wish I was rich enough to be able to build some stuff like that just in case something is coming, because they're building this stuff for a reason. They know something that we don't know. Heck, I wish I could just build something big enough to protect me and my loved ones. Golly, some little sparks and that thing is cooking. What is that? Titanium? Oh, it's lit now. That rock is on fire. See a little fire on the ground too. No, seriously, what is this? Why is it? It's kind of amazing. Oh, what the?
Anything else that might have done this? Could it have been a propeller strike, for instance?
No, we looked at it from a number of different perspectives, and you can actually see some small teeth rake marks around it. The interesting thing about it as well is that bite, to me, doesn't look like it represents the full diameter of...
You're saying that's potentially just the front of the jaw, a massive shark's jaw.
So you telling me this 18-foot massive shark was bit by Megalodon? Because that was a big old bite. It was trying to eat this shark, and it treated this shark like it was a little baby shark. What's bigger than an 18-foot shark that would bite a shark? There's something else in our oceans, and I'm scared to find out what it is.
River of mercury was found under one of the pyramids at Teotihuacan. Mercury is not something that the ancients would have used for any reason. It's something that you use in electrical components. It's very important in materials fabrication for aerospace applications. And it's not the kind of thing that you would have used back in the day.
If you take mercury, it has a lot of amazing properties. It's a ferrofluid, which means it's like a liquid metal. If you put it into a vortex and electrolyze it, you actually get anti-gravitational properties out of it.
And Teotihuacan is really a mystery to archaeologists. They don't know who built Teotihuacan or for what reason.
In fact, we found the mercury in Teotihuacan pyramid complex that proves that there's an advanced society in the past that had gone to a very high level of civilization, and then something happened. It is believed that there have been advanced societies that have actually built up over time and gone through what we call the Kali Yuga. They've started at a very low level and built themselves to the golden age, and then a cataclysm happens and we have to start over again. And the fact of that is, if there's a comet strike or a meteor strike here on Earth, and everything is wiped out and some of us survive, we all know how to use a cell phone, but we can't make a cell phone. This is what happens. It's a process of regeneration. Albert Einstein actually said that there were 4 pole shifts, the crust of the Earth on this planet in the past, and that there will be a 5th one coming in the future.
Just like with these ancient artifacts depicting dinosaurs that should not be depicting dinosaurs, there's a strong possibility that once we had a very advanced, super smart civilization before the one that we developed today. All right, y'all, that's the end of this video. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.